At the start of each Major League season, every player has the same goal: to go deep into the playoffs and be the last team standing. Baseball may be the summer game, but when the leaves turn brown and the nights get cooler, that's when you want to shine. With the whole world watching, you want to write your name in the books. Do something special. Become one of the legends of the fall.
Gone! Jason Ward with a home run to left has put the Phillies in front. His 6th home run of the postseason.
2 RBIs for Ryan Howard. He is now the franchise leader in RBIs in a postseason.
Jimmy Rollins has made his mark in this series.
That's what brought me to Philadelphia. My name is Raul Ibanez, and I'll be your host for the 2009 Phillies video yearbook, Legends of the Fall.
And you wonderful fans are a big reason for this 2008 World Championship. We thank you. We love you.
2008 was one of the greatest seasons in Phillies history. A hard-fought World Championship was the crowning moment in this love affair between the team and its die-hard fans. But even before the last of the confetti was cleaned up, the team had its first major decision. Who would replace Pat Gillick, the Hall of Fame GM who had already announced his retirement? The decision came very quickly.
So I'd like at this time to call up our new Senior VP and General Manager of the Philadelphia Phillies, Ruben Amaro.
Good morning, and what an honor it is that David's given me the opportunity to run the baseball operations department with the Philadelphia Phillies.
Ruben was practically born to be a Philly. His father played and coached for the team. He was the bat boy in the championship year of 1980, getting a first-hand look at some real legends of the fall.
Ruben Jr. came aboard and was my bat boy in 1980. And to watch him grow into first a baseball player, which he did and made the major leagues, I was very proud of that. And then become an executive, and now it's up to Ruben, and I'm proud of the way he's taking the ball and run with it.
I think Ruben's going to do well. Everyone already knows how intelligent he is. Not everyone goes to Stanford.
Ruben's in a good spot, I think. He's learned from some great GMs. He's put a good crew behind him.
He's done it all. He's been the bat boy. He's been a player. He's been the assistant GM. Now he's a GM.
One of Ruben's first goals was to find a new left fielder, and that led him to me.
I watched the World Series on television. As a professional, I can't remember the last time I watched something on television and I got goosebumps. Even when I talk about it now, watching that energy, it was tremendous. I can't imagine being a part of it. For me, Philly was a no-brainer.
As we all prepared for spring training, Ruben and his staff spent the winter loading up for another run at the title.
As a player, there's no better feeling in the world than you win the World Series, and then all the management, everyone wants to get better. It's an incredible feeling of confidence for us, knowing how much they want to win and stay on top.
Spring training at last. I was told the Phillies had the best clubhouse in the game. It was true.
Comes time for the game start, everybody gets ready. The music shuts off and everybody gets ready to go. But until then, man, it's no holds barred on making fun of somebody or ragging on somebody or pulling a prank or just playing, goofing around, having a good time. But as soon as it's time to go, it's time to go, and everybody is okay with that. And I like that.
There's always a period of adjustment coming to a new team, but these guys made me feel right at home very quickly. On February 17th, we had our first full squad workout. Charlie kicked it off with a pretty good speech.
I don't think that you can ever forget, something that you learn and how you win. And and I think that's one of the most important things. But the big test is coming this year, how we play and how we can compete. On this something, we've won a World Series, but at the same time, if we enjoy the game like I think we do, and we play like I think we can, and like we've proved that we can play, there's no reason in the world why we can't be sitting here next spring, talking about the same thing.
It didn't take long to see why Charlie was so successful. His easy style was perfect for a veteran ball club, and in 4 years he had completely won over the tough fan base in Philly. So what is the ultimate symbol of this kind of success? A bobblehead, of course.
Charlie looks pretty good here. He's not saying a whole lot, which is always nice.
His shoes are way cooler than this little guy he's got on here, I think.
Hey, buddy. Charlie, put me in the game. Look, he's got his left arm up, ready for me to call in, too.
I kind of feel like he's yelling at me right now. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to that.
You and Jimmy cool? You gonna bench me if you don't run out 5 pop-ups?
You know, there's only one thing you can say, and that's, this is for Philadelphia.
You got your microphone out there? What are you saying to the fans?
I'm telling them how much I enjoy being the world champions.
Well, they'll tell you how much you enjoy Charlie Manuel being your manager.
That's pretty nice. I gotta work on that belly,
Okay, Chuck, thanks.
Last year was the most exciting, most fun season that I've ever experienced with the Philadelphia Phillies. The fact that that team came together and brought us a world championship, I will never forget.
Harry Kalas is one of the true legends of the fall, or any other season for that matter. Yet he never seemed to dwell on his own importance in Phillies history.
This is a difficult question because I know how modest you are, but do you understand your place not only in Philadelphia but the entire country as far as being a broadcaster? You know about the Hall of Fame and everything else and those honors, but do you know how beloved you are?
Oh, Scott, that is a difficult question. I just thank the Lord and thank my friends and family that I'm able to do what I love to do for a living, and to be able to call games is something I wanted to do from the time I was a kid. I still really love it and don't tire of it at all.
Struck him out! The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball!
No one in Philadelphia will ever forget Harry's call of the last out in 2008. And no one will let Chris Wheeler forget what he was doing during the call.
Chris, come on! I don't even know how to do it. Yeah! There you go.
It was pretty obvious that the 2008 championship was going to be honored quite a bit during the beginning of the season. The first such honor was a team portrait to be taken with the trophy. A portrait a little bit different than most.
Yeah, it's a little awkward for us. We're not all that good at it. But I think you said it before. It's going to be worth it down the road when we see this shot later on.
And guys helping each other out, that's teamwork in action.
He's a necessary evil. You know, there's no wives standing around to do it for us. So, you know, we had to man up and do it ourselves.
Coach Milt Thompson broke up the clubhouse, appearing as a limo driver looking to pick up Jason Worth. Dressed to the nines, they assembled in the outfield, all taking their places around the star of the show, the World Series trophy. It wasn't easy getting a baseball team to put on tuxedos, but they all agreed in the end it was well worth it.
No, I think we got full cooperation from the boys, and I think everybody's proud of the accomplishment.
Get dressed up in these monkey suits, try and, clean up for the photo. It's a lot of fun.
It was a very good picture, and it's a real good way for us to get ready for 209. And like in 208's over, I think the picture kind of topped it off today. And now we can start really concentrating on the season coming up. And our goal, of course, will be to come back here next spring and wear these tux again.
And with that, we were on our way north to defend the crown.
Here we open the day 2009. We got a drum line in front of us.
All right.
First time since 1980 the Phillies has been able to do something like this. Okay. What do you have to say for yourself in this event? Tell us how you feel.
It's been a great experience being here, learning under the tutelage of young Jimmy Rollins and the guys that took me in when I first came in the door. And to be able to win last year was beautiful. To be able to be walking in on opening night 2009, it's even better.
Look at it. Citizens Bank Park, beautiful place. The most beautiful stadium in all of baseball.
Opening day is always special. But when you're also raising a championship flag, there's nothing like it.
From Citizens Bank Park tonight, the defending World Series champion Philadelphia Phillies open up defense of their title and the Major League Baseball season.
2 days later, the team was involved in another ceremony. It's the one thing that every player covets, a World Series ring. The design had been kept a close secret, and speculation was running wild as to the finished product.
Nobody seems to be letting out what it's going to look like, which is a big secret, which is good. I mean, it's the way I look at it, I've waited this long. What's a couple more weeks?
I haven't seen what it looks like, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's there.
I've seen a few 1980 rings running around here in the past, and you get a little jealous. Now maybe they'll be a little jealous.
Can't wait to put that big knot on my ring. It's probably going to be about
something with that Phillies logo on it. It would mean everything to me. I mean, I can't wait to show that thing off every chance I get.
Here you are, my man. Well deserved, buddy. Wow, outstanding.
Left fielder, Pat
It was nice to see the classy ovation Pat got when he received his reward.
They got it right. They got it right.
throwing out a first ball. The Hall of Fame play-by-play announcer, Harry Kalas.
Meanwhile, we had a title to defend. We had dropped the first 2 games of the season and were down 10-3 to the Braves in the 7th. That's when things started to click.
Base hit into right field. Everybody moves up one, and it's now a one-run game. Tapper only going to get one out on this play, and the go-ahead run is going to score in the person of Jimmy Ryan. He struck him out. He's win by a score of 12-11. What a comeback by the Phils, down 10.
Next, it was off to Colorado and D.C. for our first road trip of the season. The Phillies family was about to change forever.
Long drive into deep right center field. This ball is out of here. Matt Stairs with a 2-run pitch hit home run.
Little did we know that this would be the last home run Harry Kalas would ever call.
It's a very sad day in the world of sports here in Philadelphia. The legendary voice of the Phillies, Harry Kalas, has passed away at the age of 73. Harry collapsed today at the ballpark in Washington, D.C.
I've been 39 years with the Phillies and 39 years with Harry. And as I said in this clubhouse, we lost our voice today.
All of us in the clubhouse were in shock, but the guys I really felt for were his fellow broadcasters, Harry's colleagues who now had to do the most difficult game of their lives.
As this season and the rest of the baseball seasons in Philadelphia move on, the voice that carried all of the memories since 1971 when the vet opened will no longer be behind the microphone.
We knew we had a telecast to do, but we also had to do a telecast that would be not only respectful, but would also honor him.
And one of the first things I said when we went on was to the fans listening, please excuse us if there's some breaks in the action, if there's crackling of voices and so on.
Everything happens so fast, and one minute he's there and the next he's not, and we still have to go on the air, and it was a really difficult day.
Swung on, hit high in the air, deep right field. Dukes is back, he turns, he looks, and yes, folks, it's out of here.
I think it's so appropriate for you to say out of here, but not to try and say it like Harry.
There's no saying it like Harry.
Yeah. When I hit it, as I ran around the base, I'm thinking to myself, wow, I don't get to hear that voice call my home run no more. So it definitely, touched home then.
Victorino just pointed up this way.
Me doing a little point up to the booth was kind of like a little closure, for myself to say, hey, I'll always remember that voice, and, it's going to be missed. And to not see the guy come in the clubhouse and not see him on the back of the plane, see him around us, I guess was, more of why I guess it was so tough.
We headed back to Philly to face life without Harry. The fans had already created a memorial outside the ballpark, a beautiful expression of the many ways Harry touched us all. That first night, his 3 sons threw out the first ball.
Just seeing John Kruk, Mike Schmidt, and Jimmy Rollins out there, that legacy, that timeline of players that spanned really Harry's career, that was something too.
We honored him in many ways. And Harry's trademark jacket and shoes became a permanent part of the dugout for the rest of the season.
This series, at least the first couple of games, are kind of a backdrop to the healing that began a few days ago for the Philly fans in the Delaware Valley, and no doubt will continue this weekend here at this great, beautiful ballpark.
The next morning began as a beautiful spring day in Philadelphia, a time to say one last goodbye. Thousands of fans came out and listened to the many eulogies written for our friend. And when the time came, he was passed through the arms of his friends and family to complete his final trip away from the ballpark. A legend was gone. Phillies broadcast will never quite be the same. But the spirit of Harry Kalas will always be with us.
Nobody will ever make the big call the way he made it. Even to his last call, he still made the big call better than anybody did. But I know that what he would want for me, for Scott Fransky, for LA, for Sarge, for Wheels, for all of us, is to just be ourselves and just broadcast the game that we love the way he broadcast the game.
And a chopper towards second base, and he's going to have his 7th save. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 9th inning, and the Phillies have dropped 3 straight games.
It was obvious that we had a lot of distractions in the first few weeks of the season. For me personally, I was just trying to fit into the lineup and make a good impression in my new city.
2-0, hit in the air, deep to right field, fair or foul, Phillies win it! 2-run home run for Raul Ibanez. How about that?
All that energy I saw on TV during last year's playoffs, in person, it's unbelievable.
Swung on, belted to right field, and it is gone! Yeah! Grand slam, Ibanez! And the Phillies lead into the bottom of the 8th!
Give me a break.
Laser beam of a shot! 6th home run for Ibanez and his 8th career grand slam! And this place is pandemonium right now!
It's always nice to make a good first impression, but this was awesome.
He's done it again! Raul Ibanez! This guy's unbelievable!
All I could say is I'm really, really glad I never had to face him.
We finished April over 500 for the second year in a row. No more slow starts. But there were some lingering problems. Cole Hamels was not showing the same form that made him the World Series MVP last fall. He was also getting hit with some bad luck.
He bunts it in the air toward the mound. Hamels stumbles and just flips it in the air.
And Brad Lidge was no longer flirting with perfection like the year before.
It's a 4-run 9th inning, and San Diego leads it 8-5. Into center field, it's pretty deep. Victorino is back, jumps up, makes the grab, and the ball game is over. A little extra tension here in the top of the 9th inning, but Brad Lidge records his 5th save of the season.
In mid-May, we returned to Washington, and the 08 champions were treated to another privilege of victory, a trip to the White House.
Welcome to White House, and congratulations to the world champion, Philadelphia Phillies. What an unbelievable run it was, full of come-from-behind wins by an underdog team that loved to prove the prognosticators wrong. And so
we share something in common there, because nobody thought I was going to win either. You know, Jimmy likes to say that nothing comes easy in Philly, and that's why I think that so many Americans found themselves rooting for this extraordinary team. Phillies, congratulations not only for a great season, but doing it the right way. And manager, great job. Thank you.
People may not know that President Obama has a close friend in the Phillies organization.
What's going on, sir?
He's known Gary Matthews for years, and the two had a little reunion.
Even though you're a White Sox fan, we're going to convert you over to the Philadelphia Phillies for sure, National League team.
I know that's right.
The Sarge is another one of the Phillies' legends of the fall. He took apart the Dodgers as the MVP in the '83 championship.
Way out of here! Gary Matthews, what a league championship series he's having!
Now, as a Phillies broadcaster, the hits kept coming.
Bam! This is what you call dropping the head. Fighting Fields go ahead 7-4. You're going to be throwing these guys fastballs. You're going to have a long, long day. It's just impossible to get it by them. Almost like trying to get a pork chop by a hungry lion. Ain't going to happen.
That one is deep, and that one is gone! Another home run for Jimmy Rollins.
We were definitely a power team, but we could also throw some small ball at you. Check out Jason Worth versus the Dodgers.
Second stolen base. Runners go. They're not even going to bother to throw, and Worth has third. Rollins has second. That's the third stolen base of the night for Jason Worth. Look at this. Look at Jason Worth. He's going to try to steal home, and he does! Oh, how about that? He timed it perfectly.
On this team, everybody runs.
Outside, the throw to second, not in time, and Ryan is in scoring position with his 8th stolen base of the year.
The one thing that it really makes the Phillies stand out versus any other team is just the amount of weapons that we have. We kind of cover all the bases with what we can do on the field, and I think that makes our team really exciting to watch. I think the fans get a lot out of that, and if you watch us on TV or you come to the game, at any given time, any one of us can do a variety of things, and I think that's the one thing that really separates our team from other teams and makes us really stand out.
In late May, we started out on a 10-day road trip.
And he hits this one in the air to center field. It's deep. He did it again. 3-run home run for Ibanez. His 13th of the year. How about that?
It seemed like Phillies fans traveled wherever we went. Sometimes it almost felt like a home game.
Carlos hits it in the air to left field. It's deep. Damon going back to the warning track, to the wall. Gone! Just over the wall in left field, Carlos Ruiz.
We finished the trip in the new Yankee Stadium and definitely brought the lumber.
And it sends it in the air, deep to left field. Forget about this one. Long gone into the second deck here at Yearbook. Sends one in the air, deep to right center field. That could be the longest one of the night. Into the bleachers. Rare 3-2 swung on and missed the throw to second base by Ruiz in time. Strikeout, throw out, double play.
Carlos Ruiz did it all.
Throw by Jason Worth, but a one-hopper, and Ruiz blocks the plate. Did he hold on? He did! Oh, Carlos Ruiz. Shot with base hit down the left field line. Phillies are going to have the lead. Utley's going to score easily from second. Have a day, Carlos Ruiz. Third hit of the afternoon. And Charlie Manuel's squad has taken 2 of 3 from Joe Girardi and the New York Yankees. And the Phillies have completed this 10-game road trip with an 8-2 record. And the Phillies hang on to first place of the National League East.
And we stayed in first place for the rest of the season. The toughest job for any general manager is to build and maintain a pitching staff. It's a challenge to slot guys into a role which best helps the team. Jay Happ took over Chan Ho Park's spot in the rotation and did a great job. And Chan Ho seemed to find a good comfort level in the bullpen. Joe Blanton started to show the form that made him one of our most consistent pitchers. Then Brett Myers went down for an extended injury. Ruben would have to dig down into the system to find replacements. On the last day of May, Jamie Moyer took the mound in search of an incredible milestone. Only 43 other pitchers in baseball history had won 250 games or more.
Swing and a miss Jason Dunn is down on strikes.
Jamie is one of my good friends, a true professional. He served as a mentor to me and countless others during his lengthy career. He was also a big reason why I wanted to come to Philadelphia. And now, in his own hometown, he was about to make history.
The glove of Lidge, backhanded by Utley, off-balance throw, in time, and it's number 250 for Jamie Moyer. What a play by Chase Utley.
After the game, Jamie offered his thoughts to his teammates.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I've been playing this game a long time. And when I came over here in 2006, I wanted to come to a situation where I felt I could win. And you guys have surpassed any expectation that I could have had. And it's been my pleasure to have had the opportunity to play with you guys. You play the game the right way. I'm proud to be a Philly, and I'm proud to have been and still a teammate of all you guys. And regardless of however long I play here, I just wish you guys all the success in the remainder of your careers. But remember one thing, enjoy it. Enjoy it. You don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring you, but enjoy it. But this is quite special, so thank you.
On June 1st, we began another 10-game road trip. This one started on the West Coast. Our starting pitching began to shine.
2-3 go the Padres. Blanton threw 7 for the second consecutive start. And Jay Happ has thrown 7 scoreless innings tonight here at Petco Park. The Phillies lead it 5-0.
5 strikeouts for Cole Hamill. Pitching again. Fastball, little ground ball up the middle. Nice pick by Rollins, and that'll be it. So all told, he made 97 pitches and beats the Dodgers thoroughly.
Utley over toward the line, outrunning Howard, makes the tough grab. Pierre's tagging from second. Here's the throw to third. On one hop, and he is out. What a play by Chase Utley.
In the championship year, the pen was one of our strengths.
Oh, good fastball.
This year,
away.
they had their share of injuries, which forced guys to constantly change roles.
And he hits one in the air, deep toward right field. Bruntlett going back. He's not going to get it. A 2-run bottom of the 9th inning with 2 outs and a bases.
It wasn't so easy for the boys in the pen this year, but when we needed them, they got the job done.
To the gap in right center field. Worth is over. He dives and he makes the catch. What a play by Jason Worth, and he just saved the ball game.
On June 11th, we finished the trip in New York. I was looking forward to this intense rivalry with the Mets, but injuries and poor play took them out of the race. It's always nice to hear a call in Spanish. Danny Martinez and Bill Kulick do a great job on our Latino network. By now, we had established that we were truly road warriors, on our way to tie the best Phillies road record in the history of the club.
1-7 on this road trip, and again they come from behind and win it tonight in extra innings.
But somehow we were having problems at home.
The other way, diving grab by Mike Lowe. Whoa!
In the course of every season, you're going to hit a skid. It just happens.
Worth gets to it. Hill around third, heading for home. The throw to the plate is not in time. He got his foot.
Lately, it's been around the time interleague play comes to town.
Toward third, Richmond off the mound. Great play. Rolling to first and a double play. The Phillies have been swept by the Toronto Blue Jays. Orioles lead 6-5 here in the top of the 9th. Oh my!
The trick is to get out of the tailspin as quickly as possible. The leadership on this club made sure that would happen. We weren't even close to the dog days yet, but guys were still able to have fun with their canine companions. This was part of a photo shoot for a calendar to benefit the Pennsylvania SPCA, a cause that Chase and Jen Utley have adopted for years. The fact is, almost everybody on the team is involved in charity work, and we all try to help each other, no matter what the cost.
You know, I think that's just the type of group that we are. You know, we're a very giving group. You know, I think that everybody realizes that we've all been blessed to do what we do and to be in the position that we're in now. And, you know, to be able to give back is just something special, and it makes you feel better.
Speaking of dogs, I had never met Elvis Burrell, but I heard he was pretty popular around here. On June 23rd, we traveled down to Tampa Bay and made sure Elvis got his reward for 2008.
Line drive down the right field line, and boy, oh boy, this inning is opening wide open.
Unfortunately, we were still not playing like it was 2008.
Third, over to third base is Gross, and he's tagged out, but the damage is done.
I had to go on the DL in mid-June. Believe me, it's no fun when you can't contribute. Meanwhile, the bullpen was still struggling with injuries and overwork. But Jay Happ gave everybody a break with his first complete game of the year.
Jay Happ has the complete game shutout, the first of his career.
Still, things were getting tighter in the NL East. We were all pretty happy to see the end of June.
Talk the entire game for yourself. Thank you.
See what happens when you don't hit?
Jimmy Rollins was not having a typical year. His offense was nowhere near his standards.
And Jimmy can't hold up. He went around, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Charlie took a gamble and benched Jimmy for 5 games. Told him it wasn't punishment, it was a vacation. Go clear your head. Jimmy responded.
And he hits one back toward the middle, base hit it to center field. 1 run scores, rounding third, heading from Baco. He's going to score, and how about Jimmy? Pulling it to second with nobody. Swung on and hit deep down the left field line, and it is gone! A leadoff home run for Jimmy Rollins, the 30th of his big league career.
It's all about J-Roll so far in these first 2 games, setting the table.
Boy, and he's got everybody on their feet right away this afternoon as Rollins hits home run number 7 on the year. And it's his first leadoff home run since he did it on May the 22nd against the Yankees in the Bronx. Got him! Fastball swung on and missed. Brad Lidge has just struck out the side here in the top of the 9th inning. Well, they say that Jimmy Rollins might be back as the leadoff hitter. Well, Brad Lidge may be back as the dominant closer he was a year ago.
By now, we were on a roll.
Tonight for the Phillies, the pitch.
With the All-Star break looming, it was certain that we would be well represented at the game. Charlie would be the manager, and thanks to the great fans in Philadelphia, Chase, Ryan, and I were voted in. With one last position up for grabs in an internet voting election, Shane was among the finalists. And boy, did he campaign. He got everybody to help him. Even Mayor Nutter went door to door with him.
Just keep clicking. Make sure you go online.
Oh, I definitely will.
Phillies.com 5 times a day.
500 times a day.
Shane Victorino for the All-Star game.
But even Shane knows the best way to get votes is with your bat. And then, one last surprise. One of the All-Star outfielders got hurt, and Charlie had to make one more pick.
To center field, back is Dickerson, into the gap, it's gone! Boy, that one was slicing toward the seats.
Charlie called me in there and told me he was taking me with him to St. Louis, and you know, he just told me I was deserving, and you know, it's pretty big moment, really.
I'm excited for Jason. You know, he's made a lot of strides over the past few years. Now he's an everyday player, and he's showing what kind of numbers he can put up. He's extremely strong. He's a great athlete. I'm excited for him.
We now had an entire Phillies outfield in the All-Star game. Shane took some time to thank all the game day employees who handed out the ballots.
But, I'd like to say thank you, really, again. Without your guys' support and help, with fans coming in, none of us would have got here. With Chase and Raul starting, that has a lot to do with you guys, getting in fans' ears and, letting them know that, hey, we need to get our players there. So I'd like to thank you guys for that. And then, of course, with my situation, it was 4 days of stress for me. I'm sure it was 4 days of, 4 days of stress for you guys. I'm sure a lot of sore fingers, but, I'd like to thank you guys. So, all right, thank you guys.
Then, Matt Stairs took it upon himself to throw a little party in the clubhouse.
We ran out of money. All right, so the only thing we could come up with was something that would make Vic happy, and it was just Hey, but all seriously, congratulations, you five guys, well deserved.
Needless to say, it was a major thrill for me to represent the Phillies at my first All-Star game. To share it with my family, my teammates, and my coaches was one of the greatest highlights of my career.
Sarge, after missing 20 games on the DL, 21 counting last night, how long will it take for Ibanez to get that stroke back that he had?
Depends. I mean, you don't expect from him to just start getting hot, but he's a good hitter.
And Raul sends one in the air to center field.
July 11th was the first game back from my injury.
It's off the base of the wall.
What a night.
He's going to score. Howard's being held at third. It's an RBI double by Raul Ibanez. He's back, and Dr. Biden loves it.
With Vice President Joe Biden in the house, we were losing 7-3 in the bottom of the ninth. Then the magic started.
And Stairs sends one in the air, deep to right field. That one is gone. The Phillies with a little life here in the bottom of the ninth inning. In the air to left center field. That's well hit. McCutcheon going back. This game is tied. An opposite field home run for Ryan Howard. And this sold-out crowd has been waiting to bust open. And the big man just busted things wide open. And here's Ibanez to straightaway center field. McCutcheon going back.
In typical Phillies fashion, backup catcher Paul Bacco came up with a big hit.
Bacco the opposite way. A base hit and the Phillies win it. Oh boy, they've got 5 runs in this ninth inning. And they come from behind to win it 8-7. What a homestand this has been.
On this team, everybody contributes.
I tell you, man, it was an incredible game.
You loved it?
I loved it. The thing about the Phillies is you never gave up. No one left. No one left. Hell of a game. Hell of a game.
In the air to straightaway center field. This one's well hit. A 3-run center field home run for Raul Ibanez.
By now, it was becoming obvious. Citizens Bank Park was the place to be.
Sarge, this is Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
In town to do a movie. Still wearing the wrong hat, though.
Even a Yankees fan like Jack had to admit, we had a great offense.
Soriano goes back. That's going to be a game winner. A 3-run home run for Jason Wirt here in the bottom of the 13th inning. And things are going real well right now in South Philadelphia.
Everybody in baseball knew what a dynamic lineup we had, but Ruben and his staff were well aware that the key to our success would be our pitching. For a while, we pieced together the rotation with arms from the system. Guys like rookie Antonio Bastardo came up and did a solid job.
Got him. Fastball at 95 miles an hour and 4 strikeouts now for Bastardo.
Veteran Rodrigo Lopez came back to the big leagues after a long injury
Swing and a miss, strike 3, he got him.
and shut down some pretty good lineups. But Ruben knew we needed more, and the rumors started to swirl. Pedro Martinez had pitched for the Dominican Republic in the World Baseball Classic and was still looking for work. The Phillies sent some scouts to watch him, and the reports were good. I guess it really wasn't that much of a gamble to bring in a future Hall of Famer.
We've had our struggles in there.
At his press conference, Pedro charmed the tough Philadelphia media.
Try to add add as many solid pieces to our rotation as we can, and we're always looking to try to improve it.
I'm healthier, and I'm just here to prove it. Talking, you don't win games. I want to get to the white line and see what I can do. I might surprise you. I might not. But it's going to be fun. It's gonna be really fun to go and find out.
But Ruben wasn't finished. He had his sights set on a legitimate ace. Roy Halladay was the main prize in the trade deadline sweepstakes. Toronto wanted some of the brightest stars in our minor leagues in return. They also wanted some big league talent. Ruben kept his options open, and the poker game began. Dallas Green, a veteran of decades of trade talks, explains what happened next.
When the Halladay thing came from Toronto saying, yes, we're going to trade him, Ruben was all over it. And we thought we had a pretty good package put together.
It takes two to tango, so making trades is not the easiest thing in the world, and finding players and teams that will cooperate.
And they wanted younger pitching and younger players. Ruben put a package together 2 or 3 times. There must have been probably 6 or 8 telephone calls at least. It was narrowing down to looking like we were moving forward with the Halladay thing. But give Ruben credit, because in the background he continued to talk to Cleveland. The Halladay thing, as you know, fell apart when Toronto was very adamant about the guys that they wanted. That's when the Lee thing really hit hard. Ruben canvassed all of us together again. We kind of gave a yay or nay according to each guy's individual feelings, and Ruben pulled the trigger and made the deal.
And so we entered August with 2 new arms, both former Cy Young Award winners with tons of experience. We also got a valuable 4th outfielder.
This is the time where we want to win, and getting Cliff Lee at the deadline and bringing over Ben Francisco, which no one really knew who he was until he came over here, and he's a great hitter, great outfielder, strong hitter, right-handed hitter, something that we needed.
Molina lines one-on-one, hop to Utley.
Cliff Lee paid immediate dividends.
Over to first, and how about that? Cliff Lee in his Phillies debut throws a complete game as the Phillies win it. Got him, change up, swung on and missed. It's his 12th career complete game, and you can take a breath now, Cliff Lee. Last 7 starts, he's 7-0 with 4 complete games.
He almost made it look too easy. Of course, this had a positive effect on the rest of the staff. Cole Hamels wouldn't have to feel the pressure of his own high standards. He could just let his talent flow.
Right side, foul territory. Howard is in, calls off Ruiz. Ball game. Cole Hamels has thrown his 4th career shutout. The left-hander is back. 17 straight scoreless innings. He allows only 2 base hits tonight. What a performance by Cole Hamels.
But J-Happ was the real surprise of 09. He showed a toughness and poise you don't see in many rookies.
Outside part of the plate. It's the 2nd complete game shutout for J-Happ this year. It's his 8th win.
During a Baseball 101 seminar for women held at the ballpark, Jay was asked about his demeanor on the mound.
There's a lot more that's flying through my head than what's kind of coming out of my face, I think. I think in general, I've always kind of been that way. I feel like, I don't know, that my expressions really don't come through maybe as much as most people for whatever reason. But I think the other thing is, if you're struggling or if they're getting hits or you're walking guys and you give the opposition, I know that we do it, guys in our dugout look at it, we notice what the other pitcher's doing, how he's acting out there, and if you give him, why give him any more sense of confidence than you need to?
It was good to see that Jay was paying attention in our dugout. Our hitters definitely look for weakness in the opposing pitcher. Guys like Chase Utley use every advantage they can get. If they can see a flaw, they are on it like sharks.
It's pretty deep. Moving back is Olsen to the warning track. That one is gone! Into the Phillies bullpen. 2-run towering
What really surprised me is how calm they are and how easygoing this team is. How loose, how relaxed this team is. One of the best teams I've been around as far as being teammates and being together and sharing what we have going on right now.
And he gets a strikeout there, a fastball at 92 miles an hour.
One guy who never shows weakness on the mound is Pedro Martinez.
Ball right on the outside corner at 93 miles
In
an
his
hour.
first game as a Philly, he got the win. Then, in his first game against his former team, let's just say the baseball gods were smiling.
Castillo Murphy follows, line drive, caught by Bremlin. He's going to have a triple play. He does, and the ball game is over. Wow. He touched second and then tapped Murphy. How about that? The way this inning transpired, it seemed like everything was going the Mets' way. And in one full swoop, everything went Brad Lidge's way.
Weird things seemed to happen when Pedro pitched. Twice he was taken out of games during rain delays, and both times the ageless Jamie Moyer came in for the win.
How about that? Jamie Moyer, 2 hits over 6 innings in relief, and he wins it for the Phillies.
But his biggest start of the regular season was a showdown with reigning Cy Young winner Tim Lincecum. It was a classic battle, the young gun versus the crafty veteran.
How about Pedro Martinez with 4 strikeouts so far through the first 2 innings?
They matched each other pitch for pitch. You don't see many pitchers' duels at our ballpark.
9 strikeouts for Pedro Martinez on the night.
This was one for the ages.
Here's one, a liner toward right center field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Boy, Utley's moving. He's around third, heading for home. He's going to score. Ryan Howard's on second, an RBI double. You want to talk about playoff atmosphere? Everybody's up on their feet as the Phillies now lead it 2-1.
It was a game that set the tone for the rest of the season.
And Brad Lidge has saved his
We could outscore you, we could outpitch you. Confidence was high. We were locked in for the stretch drive.
I think everybody that's in the game plays all season and hopes to get to the postseason. That's what it's all about. And you know, if we continue to play the way we have, I think we got as good a shot as anybody to get in there and do damage.
He hits one sharply toward the hole at shortstop. Jimmy to second for one. Utley over to first. A 6-4-3 double play. Great defense by the Phillies. A good start.
Going into the last month, we were looking to put it all together.
They go back to Pedro.
One aspect of our game that stayed consistent all season was our glove work. Great defense makes your pitching staff better. It saves runs and lowers pitch counts.
Bouncer toward the middle. Jimmy ranges over. Has it. What a flip to Utley. Fair hand toss over to first. Oh, what a magnificent double play.
Jimmy and Chase have to be one of the best double play combinations I've ever seen.
Game on the line. Line drive caught by Chase. Flips to second. Ball game is over. A 4-6 double play off the line. And a push bunt by Andino. And Howard's got to hurry. He dives and he wins the dive to the bag area.
And Ryan's hard work in the offseason helped turn him into an excellent fielder.
Howard, and Ryan makes an over-the-shoulder basket catch.
My buddies in the outfield can really cover ground.
Torino on the run. Diving grab. What a play by Shane. Oh, there's a little gold glove defense there. Field going back, and that one is caught. Shane got it. He caught it after he jumped high.
And don't try to run on us.
Worth coming in, scoops it around third. Santos here's the throw to the plate, and it is got time. The tag by Ruiz. He's out. Terrific.
And it's all anchored by the guy behind the plate. Carlos Ruiz has emerged as a frontline receiver. He calls a great game and makes all the plays. In a big doubleheader against the Mets, he helped put a nail in their coffin.
Third, he's out. Murphy tried to take third and he didn't get there. Carlos Ruiz guns him down. And Pedro, with some help from his friends, has 8 shutout innings.
People helping people.
And despite a season of turmoil, the bullpen was prepared for the upcoming glory.
The ball game is over. A 1-0 win tonight for the Phils as Madsen saves it for Martinez.
When you have, those one-run games, it's truly coming in and seeing what guys are made of. And, so far, our guys have been able to step up to the task.
Another consistently great thing about 2009 were the amazing Phillies fans who packed the ballpark every single game. They came in all ages, all shapes and sizes, and from every walk of life. They were the true 10th man, making it difficult on all opponents. And for us, it was kind of a love fest, a great place to play.
Take the field every day. Whatever aches, that you have that the season brings on, they kind of disappear when you take the field because they give you that boost. They give you that shot of adrenaline that you need. Being a Philly and being here and playing these games at home, it's been an incredible experience, and I can't wait, to see what the rest of this season holds.
Every night, we look forward to hearing the same refrain.
In the air to left field, pretty deep. Ryan Roberts going back to the warning track to the wall, and it is gone! A 3-run opposite.
You can look it up. Near the end of every season, Ryan Howard catches fire.
Snyder, the catcher, goes, man, this ball's out of here, as he does a little Perriette there, a little 360 piece.
It's hard to believe he's only been around for 4.5 seasons. In that time, he's done some major damage.
I would say the biggest thing I've noticed hitting behind Ryan is that a lot of times you come up and there's nobody on base.
Second grand slam for Ryan Howard this season. He has gone over the 100 RBI mark for the 4th consecutive year.
As we headed into the last road trip of September, Ryan put us on his back.
That one's hit in the air to right center field. His 40th of the season, and it's his second homer of the night. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on a slider. And Brad Lynch strikes out Nate McLeod. And their magic number is down to 6 as they head to South Florida. Ibanez sends one in the air deep to right field. Going back is Carroll. Warning track wall. Gone! Raul Ibanez. A solo home run, his 32nd of the year. Jimmy hits it in the air deep to right field. Hart going back. Forget about it. Gone! 3-run home run for J-Roll. The plate is on one hop, a collision, and Baco held onto the ball. Oh. And the Phillies' magic number to clinch the National League East has been pared down to 4. And that one is smoked to right field. Forget about that one. Corey Hart is a spectator into the second deck. 43rd home run for Ryan Howard. Towards second base, not hit hard. Utley has it, and he tags Garrett, flips to first, double play. He is going back, and he is able to make the grab over the shoulder. Oh, he just gliding. Lines one down the right field line. It's a fair ball heading to the corner. Ibanez scores. Here comes Baco. He's going to score. And the Phillies now lead 4-0. Called strike 3. Cameron goes down looking, and the Phillies have taken the final game of this 4-game series, and their magic number is down to 3 to clinch the National League East. And you can smile again. They're on the Delaware Valley.
Back home, we were focused and poised to get the job done.
And that one's in the air to left field. It's deep, and the Phillies are going to take the lead. Grand slam, Pedro Feliz. Another one for the Phillies.
On September 30th, we started the game with the same tradition that had taken place all summer. We all felt Harry's presence that night.
It has been a much different division race for the Phillies this season. There has been no need for a last-ditch comeback. Instead, it has been a slow, methodical march, which has led us to this moment. The Phillies with a magic number of 1. A win by the Phillies tonight, and the Phillies will be champions of the National League East for the 3rd year in a row.
And Raul Ibanez sends one in the air, deep to right field, gone! Into the second deck! A career-high 34 home runs for Raul! And the Phillies now lead it 10-3.
It was an awesome way to cap off my regular season. With 2 outs in the 9th, Charlie made a great move. He brought in Brad to give the crowd, and him, one last exclamation point before the playoffs.
A chopper toward first, big hop for Ryan Howard. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the Phillies have finished off this ballgame against the Houston Astros and have won their 3rd consecutive National League East crown as they will head on to October for one more season. What a spectacle at the ballpark.
Hey, you and I grew up in this town, so what's it like to be a part of this and be a Philadelphia?
Oh, it's really special. It's a neat era for a lot of the fans here who have waited a long time to have the kind of success that we've been fortunate enough to have so far, and we're happiest for our fans.
It was a great night at Citizens Bank Park. It was a time to celebrate, to take pride in our 3rd straight division title. But the highlight for me was our spontaneous trip to the outfield to pay tribute to our departed friend.
They are heading out toward HK's billboard in left center. What a tribute this is right here. Harry, who meant so much to these players, and the players meant so much to him. And this is their way of not only saying thanks, but also to let him know that he is on their minds.
I think they might be dumping champagne on the HK sign.
It could be. It could be. And, you know, again, showing how these guys get it. There's no question this season will forever be dedicated to Harry Kalas.
I can't help but feel that somewhere Harry's watching this.
Yeah, he's in the press box or in the broadcast booth upstairs now, but yeah, there's no question he is watching and smiling from above, and he'll be with this team as they embark on this postseason.
October baseball. This is what I came here for. As the games began, we all privately wondered how we would perform under the brightest of lights. The answers would come quickly.
The pitch. Hot shot, fair ball down the right field line, heading to the corner. Worth's around second, heading to 3rd. He's being waved home by Perlaza. It's an RBI opposite field double for Ryan Howard.
The wind got a hold of it, and there's Jimmy Rollins. Kick to the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the Phillies take game 1 of the National League Division Series.
31 degrees. They're expecting snow in an hour. It's baseball weather in Denver, Colorado.
Jay Sutton with a home run here in the top of the 1st inning. And the Phillies hang on for a 6-5 win here in Game 3. Line drive home run for Shane Victorino into the Rockies bullpen.
Breaking ball hit in the air toward right center field. Fowler on the run, and that one is gone! Jason Worth with his 2nd postseason home run.
But what a catch by Ben Francisco in left. Howard swings and drives one deep right field. On the run, Gonzalez. A double by Howard has tied the game. top of the ninth with 2 outs. Ryan Howard has come through and stunned this crowd. Alley in right center. It's falling for a base hit. The Phillies have the lead. Jason Worth with an RBI single with 2 outs. Brad Lynch gets Tulowitzki on strikes, and the Phillies are going back to the National League Championship Series.
Next, it was off to LA and a chance to reclaim the pennant again.
Fastball hit in the air deep down the left field line, angling toward the pole. Gone! Home run, Carlos Ruiz. 2 RBIs for Ryan Howard. He is now the franchise leader in RBIs in a postseason. It is gone! Raul Ibanez, a 3-run home run to right field. And the Phillies have game 1. Winning.
Now it was back home and a chance to shine in front of the Philly faithful.
For an exclamation point, it is 11-0 Phillies here in Game 3.
The next day, with 2 outs in the ninth, down by a run, Jimmy Rollins got one of the most legendary hits in Phillies history.
Swing and a drive, right center field. This one is falling. It's a base hit. It'll go up the alley. Rutland will score. Ruiz around third. He is being waved home. Ruiz slides. Rollins has won it. They stream out of the dugout. Rollins falls near third. This game is over as the Phillies strike again with 2 outs in the ninth inning, and they have a 3-1 lead with 2 outs in the ninth, and they have done it to Broxton again in Game 4. Wow, what a finish! Jimmy Rollins has made his mark in this series.
Oh, my.
The next day, we came out to nail it down.
3-2, swung on, hit in the air, deep right field. Back is Ethier at the warning track at the wall, out of room, gone! Opposite field, 3-run home run for Jason Worth. Hit in the air, deep to left field, way back there, gone! Long 2-run home run for Shane Victorino.
I think Harry would have been proud.
And Jason Worth has gone deep for the 2nd time tonight. Phillies lead it 9-3.
To win the pennant in front of the best fans in baseball was a dream come true.
Swing and a high fly ball, center field. This will end it. Victorino in the alley, calling. He's got it! And the Phillies are going back to the World Series. Back-to-back National League champions.
I love my hometown, and I love my hometown fans. Way to go, Philadelphia. You deserve this. You guys deserve to have this group of players playing for you and representing your city. I'm not standing here unless we didn't have some great players. Every one of them did their job. Hey, they're a great bunch of guys. They're the reason why we're celebrating here tonight along with you people. Thank all of you for coming to the games. And let me tell you, we got one more step, and we're going to get it.
To play in a World Series is the dream of any kid that ever played baseball. We all went into the series confident we could play with anybody. To play the Yankees on the largest stage was challenging, but not intimidating. And several of us turned in some legendary performances.
Swing and a high fly ball, right field. Going back on it, Swisher. He's at the track, he's at the wall, leaps, can't get it, it's gone! A home run for Chase Utley. Swung on, hit in the air, deep to right field. Swisher doesn't even venture back. That one is gone into the bleachers. Backhanded by Cliff Lee as he stabs it behind his back. Seriously, 10 strikeouts tonight for Cliff Lee. And the Phillies take Game 1 in New York. What a sight is fireworks shooting off from the top rim of Citizens Bank Park. All of the rally towns swung on, hit in the air, deep left field. Back is David, he's got no more room, it is is gone. Jason Worth with a home run to left has put the Phillies in front. His 6th home run of the postseason, his first in the World Series. One not hit in the air, deep to left field, way back there. A solo home run for Jason Worth. It's his 2nd one of the ball game. Carlos Ruiz puts one on the board here in the 9th inning for the Phillies. His 2nd career World Series home run. Posada now the windup. Lefties 1-2 pitch. Swing and a drive. Hit deep. Right field. Forget about this one. It is gone. Chase Utley has taken CC deep again. One on hit high in the air. Deep right field. Has he done it again? He has done it again. Chase Utley with his 2nd multi-homer game in this World Series. His 2nd home run tonight. And as our friend HK likes to say, you are the man.
No doubt.
In the end, it wasn't meant to be. We were 2 evenly matched teams that played it down to the wire.
The ball game is over, and the Phillies are still alive as we head back to the Big Apple for Game 6 on Wednesday night. The Phillies.
But every man in our dugout believes we can get back and reclaim our crown next year. These are special times in Phillies history. We have a roster filled with all-stars and outstanding character, and a minor league system that's ready to bear some serious fruit. A front office that's committed and knows how to get things done. And a passionate fan base that helps you win every time out. Yeah, these are great times to be a Philly. I'm glad I'm here.